Something that most of us have in common is that we got here because our parents had sex. And most of us can relate to wanting to um, connect and express and experience sexual pleasure through masturbation or with others. And yet, it's this thing that we can't. So it's something that is so prevalent. We all have it in common, and yet we don't want to talk about it because it's taboo and it's shame, and there's a lot of discomfort around it because of the history of demonizing sex. Yeah, the history of masturbation alone is something that I've recently read about, and it's just fascinating. Did you know we have dildos from 25,000 years ago in the archaeological record? That's amazing. And in the 1700s, it was just a well known medical fact that masturbation caused a lot of physical and mental problems. Then also, orgasm has been known to be the cure for hysteria, and the electric dildo was invented, or excuse me, the electric vibrator was invented, and indeed became the fifth approved device for home use when electricity became available in homes. So we really have this. There's so much obsession around like controlling and restricting, like I said, demonizing the sexual pleasure and orgasm and masturbation, and yet it is this thing that is so intrinsic and so basic. It's something that we all have in common, and it is this wonderful source of, of goodness. So bringing bringing light to the dark places, take away the ability for what is suppressed to fester in the darkness and be expressed pathologically in ways that are unintentional and unhealthy. I'm going to say that again. That which we shove into the corner, into the dark places that we can't talk about, it doesn't go away. It festers and thrives through expressing itself pathologically in ways that are unhealthy and unintentional. So I think it's for the good of humanity to heal that aspect of our sexual selves and bring light into the dark places. Sexual healing, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are you ready to come with me? Are you ready to dive into the Yoniverse? Would you be interested in working one-on-one to discover the ways that you can embrace and empower yourself sexually? Are you ready to ask some tantalizing and hard questions about who you are as a sexual being, your history, your desires? It is so nice to be able to talk with somebody who isn't going to judge you. I mean, that the desire we have for intimacy is deeply ingrained in our human experience. We're born underdeveloped because of our big brains and our big heads. So we're born underdeveloped, and we immediately crave intimacy in our mother's arms and her breasts because we can't survive without it. And then we lived in communities where we needed each other, and we couldn't survive without the tribe. We would die alone. So it's this interesting juxtaposition of extreme advancement in our big brains and this conscious evolution path that humans are on, and also being born so underdeveloped and so dependent on each other. And it's always this back and forth, like independence, interdependence, division and unity, the light, the dark, and recognizing the whole of it all. The whole. Pun intended. See the whole, the holy whole.